24 hours with JB. Let's talk. Yeah, beloved, the sun ain't come up yet. That's why it's so dark. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Nonetheless, it's that wake and bake, by the way. Nonetheless, first Saturday of February. January has come to a halt. It's Black History Month. So you know we about to rep right for the people, you heard? Got a few hours of sleep in. Started twisting and turning throughout the night. You know what's funny? This morning, I was going back and forth on myself. This is how I know I'm focused. I said, Joe, should you run, work out at the park or something, or go to the gym? Back and forth, back and forth. Then I'm like, yo, study. Then I'm just going back and forth and back, literally. And I love it because this is where the balance comes in at. Because I'm saying to myself, you only worked out like 2-3 times this week, right? Then I'm saying to myself, you read your emails as much as possible, but you didn't read the book in which you're supposed to be reading as much as possible. Then you didn't, but you placed a lot of trades this week. So you built the bag up, but you didn't. So in other words, I love that I'm having these conversations with myself because this is showing me how I'm striving to balance it out, how I'm striving to get it right. The balance, for me, in my opinion, is the most challenging part when it comes to the grind, when it comes to mastering your craft, when it comes to getting you right, because that balance is not always balanced, right? And sometimes that's a good thing, because sometimes when you find yourself in a certain zone, just run with it. If you feel like you're in that workout wave, just go, beloved. 6, 7, 8 days, as much workout days as possible, right? If you find yourself reading, just read them book as much as possible. Eventually, inshallah, you'll get it right to where you could, all right, boom, I need to fall back a little bit on this, and I need to do this, right? Whether it's 1 push-up or 100 push-ups, as I always say, just go, just crawl, just move. Eventually, you'll get it right, inshallah. So I say that to say, I'm not mad at myself. This morning, I'm going to go over my schedule. I'm going over the finances for next week. And I'm going to read. Study a little bit. I want it. Sometime throughout the day, I'm going to try to get some push-ups in. I got the dumbbells in the crib. Try to hit the arms a little bit. I prayed this morning. Balance, beloved. I'm shooting content now. Balance, beloved. I'm out here before the sun even has risen. Balance, beloved. And that's because I want it. That's because I'm chasing greatness. That's because I'm figuring things out along the way. You understand what I'm saying? I listened to a little bit of Marcus Garvey this morning. I made sure I prayed for Aja this morning. I begged Allah for mercy this morning. I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, help me be a better Muslim. What is a Muslim? Someone who submits to God. That's it. Help me do that better. Help me understand or overstand how to do that more and more so that I could be a servant of God, so that I don't take my blessings for granted, so that I could move in a humble fashion, in a humble manner, so that I could be a better leader, so that I could be a better general to those around me, right? So that I don't let success get to my head, so that I could be even more successful to give my kids what I didn't have, what I wanted to have. You understand what I'm saying? But aside from that, man, I'm loving the zone I'm in. I'm loving the zone I'm in. It's funny, even shout out to the I've been getting a few new likes here. I see new people in the stories. And for me, this is signs of, yo, you're well on your way. Because, let me tell you, this is for the person who has a hard time with this content, with the social media, any of the above, right? Keep going. Keep going. The recognition, we're human, we all seek recognition. I have times where I drop certain videos, when I drop certain pictures, when I drop certain posts, I'm like, yo, I know this is going to get 20, 30, 40 likes. Don't worry about that. And if you do have that thought, if that does crush, you're human, beloved. You are human. So you're supposed to feel that way. The moment you don't feel that way 100%, you're no longer human. You're now becoming something that you don't want to be, right? So I say that to say, know that the recognition is going to come, but don't seek it. Don't let the recognition be your motivation. Because what will happen is you will find yourself chasing that recognition and doing that for the recognition. Scroll down 24 hours with JB if you want to. Go to my other page, Smooth _ J, and you will see I barely get a like, I barely get a comment or anything of that sort. But you see what the truth of the matter is, I know that I'm destined for greatness. I know that my success is in play now. But going forward, 12 to 24 months from now, the turnaround on this social media platform is going to be magnificent. In other words, I believe in me. In other words, I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has something that I can't even see set in store for me. So therefore, I'm going to continue to work, right? And even those who didn't show love along the way, even those who checked every story, and I seen them in every single story, and they even showed love in the story but couldn't show love on a picture or a video. Beloved, I pray for you. I salute you. I thank you. Because you witnessed the journey. You watched me go from nothing to something. You understand what I'm saying? And I say that to say, again, this is more of a therapy session, because don't get mad at those people. Don't get mad at yourself. Don't get mad at anybody. Be thankful. Be humble, right? Count your blessings. You're here to still maneuver through this thing called life. You're here to still perform, to document your journey. If I was getting 100 likes now, it wouldn't make my story that much more impactful then, because when I'm on them stages, when I'm telling my stories on different platforms, I could say, yo, I knew deep down in here, because let's say this, for example, if an interviewer asks, how did you know? I could explain to them, yo, it's damn near unexplainable. But what I can say is I had faith, right? I knew for a fact when I was sitting in that car Saturday morning at 6:32 a.m., February 1st, 2025, I knew that Jaquan Bailey was destined for greatness. I knew that at the rate that Jaquan Bailey was working, that it was impossible for him not to reach that new level. And that impossibility is what caused him to keep moving. You understand what I'm saying? And essentially, I'll motivate other people, because I could see other people going through this. To be completely honest, since we done turned this into a therapy session, me personally, I could care less about social media. If I'm being completely frank, I've given my social media account to my brother, my sister, certain friends, my wife. I fast from social media at times, right? Because for one, I see the distraction that social media brings about, right? I've had 2-3 Instagrams that I've deleted. So I see, especially when I was in school, lock in. I always had that lock in mindset, right? So that's why I find it rather unique now that I'm on social media and I've learned to sort of master it, right? You see, I'll give you a tip. What I do is I delete the app during the day. So anytime I'm on social media, I'm just posting, and then after that, I delete the app. I check it at the end of the day. Boom. I have somebody running my social media account, right? That person is controlling everything. I don't want to get too much into my personal bag, but I have somebody running a social media account. And therefore, what I'm able to do is just work. Just work. I'm here to just work. I get on stage, I work, I clock in, I clock out. And now, whoever's running a social media account, he's building a buzz. He's building a buzz. He's building a buzz. And that's an expense on the payroll, yes. But again, I'm at a different level in life. Again, I want to yield returns on my investments, right? And I consider me using somebody to run my social media accounts an investment. So therefore, I have to dish out money to yield the return. We're going to do a part 2.